everybody, and today, yes, we are comparing these two little beauties, so stick around. And I wanted to say a big shout out to one of my subscribers who is always leaving comments, who's always so supportive, and so many of you are, and I really appreciate it. So I really want to start giving lots of shout outs to people to say a huge thank you. And this week, my shout out is to Razzia Banks. Hi Razzia, how are you? I hope you're well, and thank you for each week. I always see your comments down below, and I just wanted to say that I appreciate it and they don't go unnoticed. So thank you so much. And next week I'll be doing another shout out, obviously, so leave your comments down below and maybe it'll be you next time to get an L shout out. Well, hi everybody and welcome back. Yes, you heard me right. Today we are doing a comparison of these two little beauts. So we're going to do overview, we're going to do measurements, we're going to do what fits, and at the end I will give you some mod shots and you'll have all the juice on which one to buy, which one you should buy, which is better, which I prefer, what's the better investment. We're going to get into all the nitty gritty, so stick around. So today, and welcome back to all my beautiful original subscribers and to my new ones, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you love it here, where we talk all things luxury handbags, fashion, lifestyle, and any other kind of problems or tips or advice you want to know. That's what I'm here for. So fragrance of the day, because that's what we like to talk about to start us off on a good note, is Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. It's a citrus fragrance with bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, bitter and lavender, and then in the middle notes Neroli and jasmine, and on the dry down it's amber and ambrette, and it is beautiful. It is a sunny spring day here in Dublin. And this always starts the video off like I'm on holidays, like I'm just getting ready to go out for dinner, put my makeup on, pick a handbag, and off we go. We can always dream because we're going to be there soon. I hope everyone's doing okay, by the way. And we all have to do whatever we have to do to pick the mood up, move on, keep moving, keep going. We're nearly there, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. So today I hope you're going to enjoy this one, because I certainly enjoyed kind of putting it together, and I'm always learning new things when I'm putting these videos together, so it is brilliant for me as well. So we will start with an overview of the two beauties. So my mini rectangle and my mini square. Well, both of mine happen to be in the lambskin. Now what I did was I did bring out my other black mini square, which is in the background there, but today it is all about these two beauties. But just for a bit of eye candy, she's in the back there peeping through, and I'm going to do a comparison between this one and that one in another video. But today I just wanted to give you, because I know if I was buying these, and actually even when I was buying this one in particular, I was very confused whether to go for the rectangle again, or rectangular, or to go for the square. As I have said in my last video, I was actually offered the medium classic flap and I was offered the rectangle. I actually did pick the rectangle, trying to be, you know, sensible, and because the strap is longer and all the rest of it. But in the end I said no, because at the time I had no square. So we went for the square. So I will get into all the differences and my reasoning behind that as we go along through the video. But here we are. This is just a little side by side of these two beauts. As you know, this is the 21p caramel brown, light gold hardware as we have here, which is absolutely beautiful, because obviously you can wear her with gold jewellery, silver jewellery, rose gold jewellery. Very versatile bag. And then beside her here is the stunning rectangular chevron in the mini as well, and this is just a stunning bag. This one is a 26 series, which means she's 2 years old. I got her in 2019. This one obviously is brand new. She's a 31 series. So that's the two beauties side by side. I'm just going to show you width difference and all the rest, so you can get a really good idea. In width, actually, or depth as some people would call it, the square is that tiny bit wider, so that's very interesting. She's also a little bit taller. I'm going to give you exact measurements now in a minute, and obviously lengthwise the rectangular is longer because she's rectangle. You know, rectangle and square, I think we know that from school. So that is them side by side. So an overview individually, basically, well, this little beauty, as you know, has the beautiful quilting which I just love. Has the classic pocket at the back. She has her own distinct little shape, which is what I love about the square, and her beautiful strap here. She has the 2 grommets on the top, which is exactly also what the rectangle also has, the 2 grommets. Then you have the turn lock key as always, and inside, wait till you see what I got. A beautiful pop of color in this gorgeous Zumoni organizer that Zumoni so kindly sent me. So thank you so much, guys. And as you see, I have the straps tucked in here. So I just went for the red because I think the red against the rose beige is a stunning pop of color. But I'm actually going to take out the organizer as I do a what fits, because I want you to see exactly what fits in the bag. Not everybody's going to have an organizer. I like to get her, as you know, to keep structure of the bag when I'm storing her, and also for scratching against nails. I was actually putting on a ring today, one of my rings, and I said, oh my god, no, take it off, because I'm going to be putting things in and taking them out of the lambskin. We all know she's a little bit delicate. And then on the inside, I'll just take out that beautiful organizer. And what I love about these organizers as well, as you know, they have little pockets in them, but they also come with a little tiny square little patch where you can put like a sharp object in, whether it be a lipstick, or in my case, sometimes this is a little bit, well, it's sharp. I wouldn't fit that one in there. I'd probably put a lipstick or a key or something like that sharp into that as I put it into my handbag. So that's the little organizer. Gorgeous. There's a link down below for you all if you want one. And so inside, just a square space, as you know. Then she has the zip pocket and the flap, and this one is made in Italy. She's the beautiful CC on the actual chain there, or the Chanel stamped on the chain, and she's just adorable. So obviously these bags only have their single flap. They are not double flap because they're not classic. So feature wise, they're exactly the same. Pocket on the back again. Chevron on this one goes all the way down to the bottom. As I said, this one is chevron, turn lock. This one is also in the light gold hardware, and I also went for a pop of colour on the inside of this bag. So I just love that, I really do. You open your bag and you go, woo! So it's just really, really nice. And I'm also going to take that one out just to do the what fits. Now, one of the reasons I did get my other mini square here behind is because it is a much stronger and deeper gold, because it's from the it's the 16 series, 2012 series. So it's not quite vintage just yet, but it nearly is, and it has a much, much deeper gold chain and gold CC turn lock than this one. This one again is the light gold. I love both bags. They are both beautiful and stunning, and they just have little differences, I suppose. So that is the overview. Now, as I have said, this one is in chevron, which would make it a little bit more formal. I really do think the chevron, I did bring this on a lunch date way back when we could go out, but as I said, I wouldn't generally use this one as a day-to-day bag. You know, she's delicate enough as well, but she definitely would do for an evening function, which I love this bag for. So her measurements are rectangular. As I said, this one is a 26 series, and the going rate now for the rectangle price-wise is $4,000, which is €3,400. In length-wise, she is 8 inches across. She is 4.8 inches in height, 2.8 inches in depth, and then the strap drop, which is the massive difference. I'm sure a lot of you would know, not everybody would know, but you know, this can be a deal breaker for some people, and was one of the reasons that it took me so long to pull the trigger on a square. And I've shared that with you in the last video. But the strap difference is quite big. So as you can see, and I will do mod shots at the end, so hang on for those. This is a 23-inch strap. So from the top all the way down to the top of the bag here is 23 inches. So this bag is perfect for crossbody and for taller people. Again, I'm 5'9", 175 centimeters. So crossbody bag, this is just the bee's knees. On the shoulder, as you will see in the mod shots coming up, I think she's a little bit long just to carry her on the shoulder. She's perfect for crossbody. So that was the reason I was holding out when I was making the decision on this little beauty. I said, oh God, you know, it's going to be the strap length, and I've, you know, done all the research and I've watched all the YouTubers and I know the problem with the strap. What's it going to be like on me? and I'm not like stick thin either. I was a little bit worried, but I thought to myself, I don't really care. That's actually what I thought. I thought I will have no problem wearing this bag on my shoulder as long as it looks well and as long as it fits as much as I want it to fit, and I will be doing that in a couple of seconds to show you. So just to let you know, the strap drop on this, there's quite a bit of difference actually. From top here right to the top of the bag here is 20 inches. Now on some squares, funnily enough, some squares are 21 inches in the strap drop, some are 21 and a half. These are seasonal bags. That is the other thing about these beauties. They're seasonal bags. They are not in the classic collection. And so if you want a particular style, color, or combination, you really do have to grab her when you see her, because they don't come around very often. And if they do, you end up paying a premium price, which a lot of people would know. And therefore, you really have to be on the ball. Particularly, the squares just seem to fly out the door. They're very, very hard to come by, particularly in the caviar. The caviar you just can't get anywhere at the moment. And if you do, again, you're paying through the sky for the caviar. So Chanel are really leaning people towards the lambskin, which I just love. It's so buttery soft and beautiful and luxurious. Yes, it definitely takes a little bit more care, but you know, it just makes us more aware and more careful, and we learn as we go on what we have to do and how we have to treat them. And I have to say, the organisers, for that very reason, they are brilliant, really, really good. So that was the reason in the end then, as I said to you, making this decision, I was like, oh, it was the colour, as you know, I'm mad for this colour. So the measurements on the square then, just for the difference, it's 6.9 inches across, it's 5.9 inches in height, so it's taller than the rectangle, and then it's 2.9 inches in depth. So it's actually, this one's nearly 3, it's quite wide, and as you see then it goes narrower at the top. So it is taller and deeper than the rectangle. The capacity of them is quite similar, but we are now going to see exactly how similar or how different they really are. So I have a few SLGs here that I said I'd bring along and show you, because I wanted to show you what fits for you guys, because I'm sure you all have, a lot of you would have the similar SLGs to what I have. Now I'm going to start off actually with the biggest one first. Not that I would carry this, but we all carry different things and in different ways, different configurations. So I said, look, I'll try this for you. And by the way, maybe if you saw my Instagram, if not, head over to Vivzer and have a look. This is a beautiful way of carrying this little dote, and she is from Dress Up Your Purse. If you want to just play with your little purses and bags and, you know, have different ways of carrying them and all the rest of it, all the links for those are down below. So this is from, well, as you know, Louis Vuitton, and it's the mini pochette. And just to show you how that little beauty just fits inside, so you get a great idea of exactly what's going to fit in this bag. Obviously then your phone is going to be another one that's going to, you know, need to go in. Mine is the 12 Pro, and it is inside like so. And then I'm always going to need a card holder of some description. This is my YSL one, and again I'm going to put her in the front there. Now that is 3 pretty big and hefty items in there now. I mean, like, I'm just going to even check and see now, will that close with the amount that we have in? And yes, it absolutely does, and there is room at the top. So I'm going to see if we can just fit another couple of things in, just for the sake of seeing the exact capacity of the bag. So you wouldn't really need anything on top, because obviously you'd have your lipsticks and everything else in there, but we'll put in a little lip gloss on top there, and maybe a little perfume, and that goes in on top. And that now is the way that she's looking, and it's just so neat and compact, and you just have everything to hand, which I love. And again, she just closes. These bags, they're like little mini magicians. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. They're great little things. They feel so sturdy as well when they're full, and there's no stretching there at all. Now I don't think I'd ever carry all day. That's 2 items and 3 more in there. To be honest, I wouldn't carry that much. Not in this bag. I don't think I'd be going with my mini pochette, but was just testing it out for you. So we'll start again another configuration. I'm going to bring this time my coin purse, and this time I'm going to stand it up, because this is where the benefit of the square comes in, the height wise. Then I'm going to put in my, let me see, my 6-ring key holder. And that will go in just like that. And there you have the two of them. And they're standing vertically, which really, really makes the difference here in the height wise. Then I'll put in my card holder because we need all these things, not. And then, just for the hell of it, I'm going to put my phone in. So the phone goes in there, like so. And then after that, I'm going to put my lip gloss and my little perfume in on top. And there you go again. So really this bag, obviously, it packs a punch as far as how much it takes. And I'm going to try exactly the same configuration now for the rectangle, just so you know. And just so you see exactly, and it'll just help you make up your mind as to, oh, that would do my head in, or that's a deal breaker for me, or no, I'm out, you know. I took the organizer out of this one just to be fair and square. As you see, it also has the zip and everything else in. Very same inside, only a bit longer. So obviously my phone is going to fit. And there you go. Lots of room on the side there for left over. Then I'm going to put my YSL card holder inside, and it's probably better that way. My mini pochette is going to fit inside here because I just want to do, as I said, the same configuration just to be fair. And there you go, the three of them there. Now the difference here is you don't have the height really on top, not really to put your lip gloss and things in, but see the little piece on the side here? That is where we're going to put our lip gloss and our perfume. So that is the way that has ended up looking. See the way it is there? And now to close it. Now, as you can see, the mini pochette is right at the top here, so you kind of have to be careful just so it doesn't scratch the top of your lambskin. But again, that closes, no bother whatsoever. Perfect. So exactly the same configuration as I did for the square. And now I'm going to change it around and take out this, because I don't know many people, but some young girls might like to take this with them with their makeup bits and whatever else in it. You never know. I'll leave the phone in and the card holder because that's what we left in the last time. And now I'm going to stick in this, my coin purse, and my 6-ring key holder. Put them vertically. I don't think that's going to work because you can see why there. So just for, although, ooh, that actually does work. It does work. Now I'd be a little bit worried, but it looks like it's fine. It's not touching the top too much and the corners aren't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would do that actually. I would just put in my lip gloss and my perfume in on the side there. Now, to be honest, I haven't got this in. So I'm not going to say it holds less. I would have to configure it just slightly differently. I think I would just take the key out and just put the key in separately, and then put your lip gloss and your lipstick in there. And that's what I would do in that situation. So you can just see actually that depending on how you put them in, like the square definitely compares to the rectangle. And it in width wise and height wise, that's where it's kind of winning. Whereas the length, well, you know, all you can squeeze into the corners in the rectangle is a little lip gloss, a little perfume, or a longer phone. That's really it. I mean, it has lots of room in phone wise in there, but definitely width wise and height wise the rectangle is winning out. So that's quite interesting, but there you have it, and that's what fits in both. So like really, I mean, I did also bring out my Bastia coin purse, my little Vivienne with my earbuds in, but again, there are things like I have my earbuds in here. I could take out the earbuds and just throw them in the top of the bag or whatever way you want, but they definitely would fit in as well. So it's just a matter of changing things around and changing things in whatever way it suits your handbag. Actually, I did bring my passport as well, just to see. There's my passport, and look, it obviously fits in the rectangle, but I just want to see it in the square there. And a pair of sunglasses if you want to do it that way. Like, you know, there is absolutely lots and lots of room in these little bags, and they really, really are brilliant. Now, pros and cons between the two of them. Well, obviously, as I said, price-wise, they keep going up. We all know that. And the rectangle is $200 more than the square at the moment. They just keep going up all the time. So I would advise anybody that really, really wants to get one of these bags to get one as soon as you can, because you can always pass them to your daughter or resell them if it doesn't work out. But you know, that's really it. Then the lambskin, I want to talk a little bit about the lambskin. Unfortunately, well, this colour didn't come in the caviar. And to be honest, I really think the colour saturation of the lambskin is just so much nicer than in the caviar. Whatever way the colour saturates, it's so much richer and deeper than the caviar. Now, my jumbo's in the caviar, so I'm not offending anybody. I don't mean to or want to offend anyone. I love the caviar as well, but I really do think the colour saturation is completely different because it's just a different leather. That is another thing, but obviously then you have the, you know, the baby minding and just looking after the lambskin. But I think if you're going to pay this much for a bag, ladies and gents, you're going to look after it. And I think that's the whole really nice thing about it, that you want to look after it and you want to baby it, because you know it's a dream bag. It's a bag you're not going to get every day of the week, so that for me is definitely not a con. The couple of cons I would say on both, I don't think this one for me is as versatile as my square, even though what I do with this one, sometimes even to make her more casual or dressy, whichever way you look at it, I put on my little pearl. You would have seen that before. I just attach her on either side. She has the lovely little hooks here, little round holders that just hook on to the little links on the bag, and you can use her as a top handle and then leave the chain hanging like so, and that can be just used for daytime, or then in the evening if you just want to leave her draped like so. It looks really, really well as well. So that is what I do for versatility for this one. Again, to make your decision on which you should go for or which is better, it depends, and I always say it depends on your lifestyle, it depends on what you wear, it depends on what you have. But what I will say is obviously this is longer in the chain. It is 3 inches longer in this instance. Usually it's in around 2.5 inches, depending. They just, from season to season, as I said, they slightly differ. You always want to check that out and try them on. What I would say in this instance is this is definitely better suited as a crossbody. Just think on the shoulder, even for my height, is just that tad bit long, and it's such an elegant look, which I really, really do actually love with this bag. It's a very elegant look on the shoulder, and this one is only the 20 inches, so I would not be using this one crossbody. As I said, stick around for the mod shots, I'll show you those. As far as chevron and the quilting, it depends. That's really up to you and your preference and which you prefer. I like both, to be honest. I probably would be leaning towards more the quilting, but I'm delighted to have one chevron in my collection. It's just a nice little change as well. But both these bags are stunners. I actually have the small. Actually, I'm going to do a video on all my Chanel bag sizes and all that kind of stuff, so if that's something you like, let me know down below. But I think the small, I have done a video, if you'd like to see that, I'll stick it up as well, actually, comparing the mini with the small classic, which I have. And I did do that video. I don't have a medium, I do have a jumbo. Capacity wise, and what the mini can hold and what the small can hold are pretty much exactly the same. Actually, I'd say the rectangle can probably even fit a little bit more than the small. The small, because of the double flap, it really is constricting. Money wise, I would definitely go for the rectangle. I don't know if I'd buy another small. I may go for a medium in the future, I'm not sure. But at the moment, I am very, very happy with both bags that I have, with all the bags I have in my collection. And I really do hope that this video has helped you out in which one is better for you. As I said, depends on the climate you live in. Do you need something if you're in a rainy climate? Maybe you need black. If you're in a summer climate, maybe you need a beautiful neutral. Are you younger? Are you older? Do you go for lunches? Do you go for dinners? Do you want it for nighttime? Do you want it for every day? Ask yourself all of these questions. As I said, the square for me, I wouldn't use either of these bags every day because they're lambskin, and thank God I've enough to rotate my bag, so I don't need to. But if you want a more of an everyday bag, I would definitely suggest the caviar. And if not, and you want an occasional, every now and again, to swap out your bag and a little bit of more looks in your handbag collection, well then maybe go for the lambskin. And that's it really. Delighted with both, delighted with all of them, and I really do hope that has helped you out. And I'd love if you'd stick around and hit the subscribe and the bell notification so you will get all my videos anytime they're uploaded, because we're going to have lots of fun and lots of tips, lots more to come, and we're nearly at 5,000 actually, so thank you so much, 5,000 subscribers, and I will be doing another giveaway very soon. And until then, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah.